That's all they want.
My name is Jack Vessey, fourth generation of Vessey & Company, California grower, packer, shipper of leafy greens. We're standing here in a beautiful field of Napa cabbage in Holtville, California. Far southeastern corner of California. We border Arizona and Mexico, a long way down from Sacramento and other spots in California. The area between the Imperial Valley and Yuma, Arizona, and even Mexicali, Mexico, we call it the Desert Southwest. We basically provide the United States with 90% of their leafy green supply in the winter months. Romaine lettuce, spinach, spring mix, leaf lettuces, Napa bok choy, green cabbage, red cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli. Great deal of winter commodities, as we call them, supply the U.S. I can go to a store in New York City tomorrow and there's a good chance it came from right here. Well, like all California farmers, I mean, here in the desert, we're relying on Colorado River water. So we're a little different than those farmers in the San Joaquin Valley and how they get their water, but we have issues on the Colorado River. People have seen pictures of Lake Mead and the donut hole and how it's shrinking. So we're definitely concerned with our water supply. And I think in agriculture here in the Imperial Valley, myself, my neighbors, the local growers, we're doing everything in our power to conserve as much water as possible. The crop I'm standing right now is on what we call a 40-inch bed. We're transitioning more and more crops to a wide 80-inch bed with solid set sprinklers. So we're not furrow irrigating, we're irrigating with sprinklers, saving water that way. I think that's a huge sustainability component on this ranch. We're on a gravity flow irrigation system and we order water in 12-hour increments. So we're trying to figure out how to manage that. And part of that survivability of just being more efficient and running this business as economical as possible and as efficient as possible. The thing that we focus on most is irrigation management. I have a lot of gentlemen on this ranch that focus strictly on water management, not wasting water, using every drop of water to grow that crop and not wasting any. We're always constantly working on how can we get by with less tractor passes, less tillage. It's March, it's going to be 75 degrees today. Our winters here are beautiful. Our summers are hot, very hot. So when I say it's a seasonal crop, we start planting most of our vegetables September. We plant September through February, and we harvest those crops mid-November through March into April. And our weather allows us to do that. Vegetables, leafy greens through California, basically what you have most of the vegetables in California are harvested in the winter months in the desert, and in the summer months up along the Central Coast. We kind of have an interesting story of how we got into agriculture. My great-grandfather made his way west from the Midwest in the early 1900s, and it was actually a produce distributor in the LA market, downtown Los Angeles in the early 1900s. And as my dad told me the story, he figured he was traveling around buying lettuce around the western US and decided, why not? I can grow my own lettuce. Well, you could say I was born and raised on the farm. My greatest memories are whenever I had a chance, my dad said, let's go drive around the ranch. I was always the first one to raise my hand, and I look back at those times, it was the greatest times ever. That's how I got started. I think the most important thing that we have is the people on this ranch. We have a lot of multi-generational families that have worked with our family for many, many years, and it's a whole family atmosphere. And I think we all take pride into doing the best we can to provide safe and clean vegetables to the United States. It's not easy to do what we do, and to see it from planting to harvest to going out to see it at a store makes you just feel great about what you do, that you're feeding the nation. At the end of the day, we're doing good for everybody.